Hello, everybody, and welcome to Archbishop Spalding here in Severn, Maryland. I am Julian Barron, accompanied by Nathan Heinlein, ready to bring you the second game of the MIAA A Conference playoffs for the Gilman Greyhounds. And while we are waiting for the game to start, let's read off the Gilman lineup to you. Leading off today is Emmanuel Engerman. He'll be playing center field, followed by Costas. Then Darby, he will be at short. Batting in the cleanup spot is Fitzgerald at first base. Then Pierce Bennett, the freshman, will be batting fifth. Schaefer will be DH for by Alex Sladzinski in the sixth spot. Drew Ehrlich behind the plate will be at 7. Mike Willis will be in right field. He will be batting 8th. And then Isaiah Braxton in left field, who made a spectacular throw in the game against St. Paul's, will be batting 9th. And Nathan, go ahead and read off this Archbishop Spalding. Well, actually, I don't think we have an official lineup just yet, but we will get that to you as soon as possible. But Nathan, tell me a little bit about John Fitzgerald, the senior on this team. Tell me about how he can make an impact for the Greyhounds here today.
Well, you know he's a big guy, Jules. You know, and first let me start off by saying I can't believe you let me back here. You let me back here after the other game. All those times I messed up.
You've done a good job. You've done a good job.
It's good to be back. But yeah, John Fitzgerald, big, tall guy, athletic. You can see he makes these kind of reaches.
Yeah.
When he can really stick his arm out there and get balls that you think are going to go by him.
Uh-huh.
Got a great glove. We're definitely going to see. They have a really strong senior presence on this Gilman Greyhound team. And that's one thing that they can take away from this season is that they, top to bottom, they seem like they have a pretty solid lineup. And, yeah, Fitzgerald, as you mentioned, great player. He's going to be a big impact player this game.
No doubt about it, as the starting pitcher for the Cavaliers today will be Tyler Blome, number 12. As Emmanuel Engerman is getting ready to get this game started in the batter's box for Gilman. Big shout out to our technical producers, Cole Vincent and Rhett Dawson. Always a big help.
Give those guys a lot of credit. I mean, they're working hard out here.
So here's Emmanuel Engerman to get things started, the righty. Facing Tyler Blome for the Cavaliers. Blome, a lefty. And his first delivery to Engerman will be taken for a ball. 1-0 on Emmanuel Engerman. Said he did not go down at first base.
It is good to test the guy, though. Make sure that the umpire's paying attention there.
Second pitch taken low by Engerman. 2-0. Blome behind in the count. And Engerman will take this one high for a strike. 2-1 to Emmanuel Engerman.
They really gave him the heat there. It was good pitch placement. You know, now he's starting to fight his way back in this count.
2-1 to Engerman, and he'll swing and miss at a pitch that dropped just a little bit, and 2-2 the count. Blome looks in on a 2-2 count to Emmanuel Engerman, and Engerman will swing and foul it back towards the screen. Good at bat here from Emmanuel Engerman.
Yeah, no, he fouled off that pitch right there. He started off pretty high in the count. The pitcher's slowly finding his way back into this one, and it'll be interesting to see. You know, what they say about baseball, one of the most important things is getting that leadoff guy on. You know, you get the leadoff guy on, everything sort of starts setting up for your offense. And most of the time, if he gets on, your first guy, you can start off the game pretty strong and usually get a run out of it.
And a swing and a miss, so Engerman goes down on strikes to lead it off for the Greyhounds, and following him is the sophomore Max Costas. He's playing third base here today.
I can't tell you how good this kid is. I mean, he was playing a year up club baseball, and he took us. We played against him, my team. I had the pleasure of that. He took us deep for 1 run. The game ended up being 1-0. They ended up taking away from us. It was a pitching duel, and we told our pitcher, don't pitch this guy because he takes it deep.
And there's a fly ball out towards left field that will be played by the Cavaliers, and 1 more out. So 2 outs in the inning, and here comes Charlie Darby on the line out by Max Costas.
Yeah, that was hit maybe a little bit harder or possibly a little bit more to the right. That would have fell in there and fell in the gap, and we could have gotten the first guy on here. But no, Darby's up now.
So Charlie Darby, the junior lefty, stepping to the plate. Blome looking to get out of the inning cleanly as the lefty looks in and delivers. This one taken right down the middle for a strike by Darby. 0-1 to him. Are you doing outs? Outs. And this one fouled back towards the screen. 0-2 on Charlie Darby. Darby on an 0-2 count. Here's the delivery from Blom, and he will hit this one on the ground up towards the middle. Played by the shortstop, throws to first to record the out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Blom to lead it off for the Cavaliers, and here come the Greyhounds to take the field.
That was not what you're looking for your first series. Starting off, you want to always start off strong, get a couple guys on base. Even if you don't score, it's a big boost to your team. But 1-2-3, great start by the Cavalier defense. They've been stepping up right now.
And Nathan, tell us a little bit about this Greyhound team defensively.
The Greyhounds, they're built because they have a lot of senior presence on the field. Their shortstop, very athletic. It's a young kid. He's a freshman coming in here, and so we have big expectations from him. He's on second, excuse me. No, Darby's at short. That kid, he had a chance to play with him club ball. Very athletic, moves really well. Great glove at the shortstop position. Costas on third. He makes some great steals. Balls that are hit really sharply down the third base line. You think are going to just trickle in there that he'll end up stopping and turning for getting that one out. The infield, very strong, I'd say. That's probably the strength of this Gilman team. But the outfield, a lot of athletes out there. You got the Isaiah Braxton. He's got a lot of speed there. He's out in, I believe, left field. And right, I believe that's Mike Willis. He's a younger guy, too. He's a sophomore for Gilman. Strong arm from that guy. And then we have Ingerman in center field. And he moves a lot. He does a good job tracking balls. And he picks up the slack on occasions from the other outfielders. He's a very mobile guy back there. It's a very strong defensive team. I'd say that's definitely one of the good points about this Gilman team is they have a very well-rounded defense.
And on the mound today, once again, is Alex Schaefer, the righty. And to lead it off, he will face Billy Godric. Godric leading it off for the Cavaliers, and the first delivery from Schaefer will be swung on and fouled towards the right side.
That's got a car. Nope.
My car's sitting over there, Nathan. Let's hope I don't have to deal with any of that.
It would be the worst.
That would really not be good. I'm driving a rental right now as the second delivery from Schaefer is taken down low for a ball. 1-1 on Billy Godric.
You really challenged him right there. I mean, that car is definitely within striking distance.
It definitely is.
You can see a nice, sharp hit ball just take out your windshield.
And a swing and a miss by Godric. 1-2.
Let's get low and way pitch right there. Way to start it off. The first guy just looking for something to hit. You make him chase on that outside pitch.
And this one is taken for a called strike 3, and Godric goes down on strikes. Great at bat there. Alex Schaefer getting it done.
Yeah, throwing it around here. Get the defense all psyched up for this next guy coming up. We'll see if Schaefer can deliver here.
So here comes David Harding. And Harding will take low in the dirt. Ehrlich does a good job of keeping it at his feet. 1-0.
Ehrlich does a good job of stopping balls. He's a very athletic catcher. He'll save balls. He moves very well for a catcher behind the plate. And so definitely, you don't feel that much worried of throwing a pitch really a hard ball down low in the batter's box.
2-0, and this one is taken right down the middle for a strike. 2-1 on David Harding. Of course, Greyhounds coming off of a 4-1 victory over St. Paul's. You can watch that game live on the Greyhound TV archive, and this delivery is taken at the knees, but for a ball. 3-1, David Harding, a hitter's count. And what's he looking for here, Nathan?
Now, he's in a good position here. Don't be too picky, but if it's there, and he wants to get it there for that second strike, you got to swing there.
And Alex Schaefer finds the zone. A full count now on David Harding.
Now it becomes a little more difficult. You're definitely looking for a pitch here. He's going to deliver. He's not going to try to trick you and throw anything outside.
And Harding will hit this one towards second base. Fielded cleanly, thrown to first to get the out. Fitzgerald puts him away, and there are 2 down.
A little error throwing it around there. That's not what you want. Darby slips up a bit.
So now here comes LaVale Hodges. Hodges, the third consecutive righty we've seen hit for the Cavaliers here today. And the first delivery to him, and this one is chopped foul down towards the third base side. Schaefer facing LaVale Hodges, and an 0-1 count to him. This one is shot towards left field, deep. Going back towards the wall, and it is gone.
Oh, kiss it goodbye. Beautiful hit. I believe that was an inside pitch that he just turned on, and wow, great contact. What a way to start off your first at-bat, taking it deep.
LaVale Hodges goes deep on Alex Schaefer to kick off the scoring for the Cavaliers here today, and they take a quick 1-0 lead over the Greyhounds.
Exactly what you want. And they're getting a little hyped up there. They got the whole team out there showing off. Hey, I mean, that's what you want. Get the intensity up. Batters will start rallying. You'll get some good innings.
So now after that long ball, let's get a look at Barrett Smith batting in the cleanup spot for the Cavaliers. They have a 1-0 lead on the Greyhounds, and Alex Schaefer looking to get out of the inning. And Schaefer's delivery, this one is taken up high for a strike. 0-1 on Barrett Smith. And Barrett Smith lines this one into left center field, deep towards the wall, and it is going to get down for a hit.
Well done.
Sliding over for it is Emmanuel Engerman. And coming into second base is Barrett with a stand-up double.
They're starting to rally here. That home run really brought a life to this batting group, and you're going to start seeing guys hit singles, doubles in the gap, and this is how you win games. You just get into a nice momentum, a rhythm here, and hopefully they can continue this. Right now, things are looking pretty good for the Cavs.
So now we get a look at number 40.
Now, Schaefer really can't get rattled here. It's early in the game.
And
he definitely needs to continue to deliver it and get his motion set. You know, if he starts getting rattled and starts throwing balls, they're going to start taking them, and they're going to start expecting a fastball.
So Schaefer now 1-0. A man on second base. And he steps off the mound. Cavaliers lead it by a one-run margin here.
In these high school games, one thing that your coaches will stress is that you need to get on base. Get on base, the pitcher has to start taking account for you. He has to change his stance. It really starts setting up your offense. And the more players you can get on base, you know, through walks, smart hits, you know, being able to find the weak spots in the defense, that's what coaches will preach to you. And right now, the Cavaliers doing a great job of hitting into gaps, starting off this first inning strong.
So a 2-0 count now on the Crusader batter. The delivery to him is taken out and away, ball 3. And you got to assume he will not have the green light here.
No, they're definitely going to tell him to take this pitch. If Gilman does end up throwing a nice meatball across the plate, he might take a shot at it.
And he will take it right down the middle for a strike.
I don't know what to say, something.
3-1 now. Schaefer delivers on a 3-1 count, and this one is down low, and he will get that walk he was looking for. As the sixth man now comes up to bat for the Crusaders. It will be number 9. That is Carter Sears. So one man in scoring position, a man on first and second.
Now they only need one more out here, so just a quick, and anything in the infield is going to first base.
As Drew Ehrlich talks with Schaefer on the mound. And Carter Sears takes a few practice hacks outside of the righty batter's box. Glad to have all of you with us here on Greyhound TV. I am Julian Barron alongside Nathan Heinlein. Of course, follow everything we do live at greyhoundtv.org. You can go to our archive for all of our live games and everything Greyhound TV. Once again, that is greyhoundtv.org. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Greyhound_TV. That is at Greyhound_TV. And now Carter Sears comes to bat.
I love your shameless plugs. They're great.
Well, it's certainly shameless, I'll tell you that. As Sears hits this one high and foul out toward the Gilman bus.
Ooh. Did they get a bus? I think they got a bus.
It may have just skirted by it.
That's how you demoralize your opponent. Start taking out their bus.
0-1 now on Sears. Sears playing catcher here today. And the righty digs in, and Schaefer looks in, and he delivers, and he swings and misses at a good pitch outside. 1-1. Again, men on first and second for the Cavaliers. They have a 1-0 lead here, 2 outs. And 1-1 the count on Sears. Schaefer looks towards second and delivers. 1-1. This one is hit on the ground, foul, a chopper down towards the third base dugout.
Schaefer really needs to worry about this batter. Can't focus too much on the guys on base. You only need 1 out. So, you know, you're going to throw him something, you know, difficult to hit, but hopefully your infield's going to pick up the slack and make a play for you here. I mean, the throw to the first base is a very routine one, and what he's looking for is maybe the batter to take one low and maybe knock one down third baseline.
So 1-2 on Carter Sears, the catcher, and the delivery from Schaefer. This one up high. Ehrlich goes up to get it. 2-2. 1-2 rather.
It's tough. You got to focus on talking, go between trying to figure out what the pitch count is.
Yeah, we don't have a good view of the scoreboard here, so I just keep trying to lean forward and keep track of it myself. 1-2 on Sears, and Sears will swing and miss. I actually got a piece of it, so it's 1-2 all over again. Fouled that one back towards the screen. The padding here at Archbishop Spalding.
A little windy, beautiful day. Nice.
It's certainly a beautiful day here
Summertime,
in Severn.
baby.
Yes. 1-2 on Carter Sears. Men on first and second. Schaefer, the delivery. This one taken right down the middle for a called strike 3, and Schaefer gets out of it, giving up only 1 run, and the Gilman offense will look to retaliate here. Great pitch from Schaefer to end the inning.
Oh, no, beautiful placement. He threw it right where he needed to throw it to get it by him. Can't ask much more than that. The pitcher battled, gave up a run early, but then came back, collected himself. Yeah, the pitching coach come out, talked to him, and they only ended up giving up 1 run, which is not best case scenario, but certainly not the worst case scenario with 2 men on.
And I know we spoke about him before, but leading off for the Greyhounds this inning will be John Fitzgerald. Talk a little bit about what John Fitzgerald brings to a baseball lineup.
A lot of power. When he hits the ball, he hits it with authority, and that's the first thing you'll notice when looking at him. The big cuts. Definitely, you'll see ground balls slid by the second baseman, shortstop unable to field it. All he needs to do is make contact, because if he makes contact, it's going to fall in.
That's right, no doubt about it, as we are trying to bring you the best angle possible here at Archbishop Spalding. Of course, the constraints of having to get to a power outlet keep things a little bit unlike we'd like them to be.
Yeah.
So we are blocked off a little bit in left field, but we're trying to bring you everything else, have a fairly decent view of the pitcher and the batter. And speaking of the pitcher, coming back on for the Crusaders is the southpaw number 12, Tyler Blom, who pitched a clean inning in the first.
We need an aerial camera, like one, right behind backstop there. That'd be beautiful.
That would be fantastic. And allow me to remind our viewers that if Gilman does go a little bit farther in this tournament and makes it to Ripken Stadium, we will bring you all of the accoutrements that come with being at a professional baseball stadium.
That'll be something, huh? Maybe.
We just got to continue on the road to Ripken, making that a hashtag on Twitter.
Let's not.
We already are, Nathan.
It's
too late.
Hashtag?
It's too late.
You have to run this by me beforehand.
So Carter Sears for the Cavaliers taking a few practice throws down to second as he goes out to chat with Tyler Blom. And stepping up to the batter's box is Gilman's own John Fitzgerald. Fitzy the righty, the senior, playing in one of his final games as a Greyhound, as he'll be on his way to Cornell for football.
He's a great football player, too.
No doubt about it. He really made an impact this season for the Hounds on the gridiron, as this one is foul tipped into the glove. 0-1. 0-1 on Fitzgerald, and Blom delivers. This one taken for a strike on the inside corner. 0-2 now, 2 called strikes.
Now you're in a desperate situation here. You need to basically swing on anything that looks close.
0-2 to John Fitzgerald, and the delivery to him. And this is taken, looks like a little bit outside, 1-2.
Trying to get on the chase there. That's exactly what the pitcher was trying to do there. Fitzy was smart, laid off that pitch.
1-2 on John Fitzgerald, and the delivery from Blom. And this one is fouled back to the screen sharply. And we'll do 1-2 again. 1-2, nobody out in the top of the second inning. And Blom delivers, and he swings and misses as Fitzgerald will go down on strikes.
That's not the pitch you wanted right there. Got a little too eager. Saw it, envisioned a nice clean stroke over the third baseman's head, but just couldn't get around to it.
So Blom hasn't given up a hit yet here today, and we'll get our first look at Pierce Bennett. 4 consecutive retired for Blom as he delivers a ball low to the freshman.
Already talking about the no-hitter.
It's never too early, Nathan.
Never too early? All right.
We want to jinx it.
All right, good.
As Pierce Bennett swings and misses here. 1-1 on Pierce Bennett. Bennett playing second base here today.
As the crowd will note there, that was a fastball.
This one is fouled back towards the
Oh,
Gilman bus.
no.
He may do damage, and he hits the top
Oh.
of the bus. Pierce
Man.
Bennett getting over and hurting his own team.
Somebody better move that bus.
Yeah, I know, really. I'm just praying for my car.
Car. Oh, man.
1 and 2 on Pierce Bennett. 1 out. And Blom delivers. And Pierce Bennett swings and misses. And the second strikeout of the inning for Tyler Blom sits down Pierce Bennett.
Just a reminder, if you're parking at a high school baseball game, far as possible, that's the walk's going to be bad, but, you know, you'd rather have that than no front windshield.
You see, unfortunately for us, we need to carry equipment, so we need to be as close as possible.
Man,
that just makes a little situation for us. And here is Alex Sladzinski. And he swings and hits a ball over towards second base, fielded cleanly to first to record the out. So 6 consecutive outs for Tyler Blom as he trots back to the the Cavalier dugout. As Gilman will take the field on defense once more. And we'll get another look at Alex Schaefer.
No, Blum's had a very strong pitching performance so far. It's been a great first 2 innings. You know, can't ask for much better than that. No hitters so far. It's at the end of 2. Gilman really needs to pick up the slack on defense if they want to continue to be competitive in this game.
So while we have a moment, I, of course, would like to thank our technical producers, Cole Vincent and Rhett Dawson. Of course, big contributions here today. You can thank Cole for all of the great camera work.
He's working hard back there. Poor guy. He's got nothing to work with.
And Will Weinfeld comes out to warm up Alex Schaefer, but then takes his place in the dugout.
Will Weinfeld does a great job of warming people up.
He does. He does an excellent job of that. We see him almost all the time doing that.
Yeah, no, one of the best bullpen catchers out there. That's what I got to say. The kid lives to be behind getting the pitcher warmed up. He loves it. He embellishes it. It's his body of work is that pitcher getting a loose arm.
So leading off for the Cavaliers will be Brendan Foley. As Ehrlich takes a few practice throws down to Darby and Pierce Bennett. And here we go. Brendan Foley. He's an outfielder. That's where he is today. Also has been known to play catcher at points. And Schaefer looking for a clean inning, first delivery, this one in the dirt.
Cavaliers want to pick off where they left off that last inning. Finished very strong with a couple of good, solid hits off that home run. You know, want to keep the momentum going for them if they want to win this game.
Delivery to Foley is taken high, but for a strike. 1-1 on Brendan Foley. Foley leading it off for the Cavaliers in this inning. Nobody out. 1-1 on Foley. Schaefer, the windup in the delivery. This one is swung on and missed on a breaking ball. 1-2 on Brendan Foley. Of course, Spalding a #1 seed in this tournament. Schaefer delivers. This ball hit on the ground towards second base, fielded by Pierce Bennett, thrown over to first base to record the out.
And they've certainly been playing like a top seed team. They started off hot, hitting the ball, making great plays defensively, keeping their pitcher throwing that no-hitter as he is so far. And again, trying to keep up where they left off that last inning, trying to see if they can, you know, make a couple plays, put the runner in scoring position to knock him in.
So coming to bat right here, we have Fletcher Pack for the Cavaliers.
Got excited for that one.
The infielder. Got it. With a last name like Pack, you got to put some emphasis on it.
I had a kid on my club team. His last name was Hit.
Hey, doesn't get more perfect than that.
Yeah.
It was destined.
Yeah.
Shaver delivers to Pack. First pitch to him is up high for a ball.
Worst batting average on the team, though. That was,
That's just some bad irony.
Couldn't have written that any better.
So Pack packing it in here. He'll take this ball for a ball. 2-0 to him.
You're a poet and you didn't know it.
Schaefer behind in the count, 2-0.
Goodness.
Fletcher Pack digs in. He'll take this for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1 on Fletcher Pack. And I don't think we've seen a lefty from the Cavaliers yet today.
Yeah, a lot of right-handed batters.
This one taken up high near the shoulders for a ball. 3-1 on Fletcher Pack. And Schaefer delivers. This ball taken for a strike. Schaefer finds the zone, and the count is full at 3-2.
some people stress the importance of left-handed batters. I'd rather have a bunch of solid right-handers than one or two decent left-handers.
And this ball in the dirt, and Fletcher Pack will make his way over to first base. And coming up to bat is Evan Fochtman, the multi-sport athlete. We saw him play basketball for the Cavaliers when they came to Gilman earlier this year during the winter season. And he is also a righty. So number 4, Evan Fochtman with a man on first thanks to the free pass, and Schaefer will throw his way. Not in time.
Just trying to check him and tell him he's there. Make sure he doesn't take too greedy of a lead there.
1 out, bottom of the second inning, as this ball is fouled back, and that does concern me a little bit because, once again, if that ball were just a little bit farther to our left, that could have made its way to my car.
I'm kind of rooting for it at this point, right? It's getting so close, man. We're gonna have the camera guy run out and move the car.
May need that at some point.
Yeah.
So Evan Fochtman, an 0-1 count. And the delivery to him is right there for a called strike. 0-2 on Evan Fochtman. The righty Schaefer with a man to worry about on first base. 1 out, bottom of the second inning here on Greyhound TV. Thanks to all of you who have joined us on this beautiful Monday afternoon for some playoff baseball. And the delivery is taken for a called strike 3, and Evan Fochtman gets run up, and he's not happy about it.
No. That was a good pitch, and I'd be upset too.
So here comes Billy Godric, the top of the lineup. So it doesn't look like we have a lefty here for the for the Cavaliers today. The Cavaliers, an all-righty lineup. Schaefer tosses back to Fitzgerald, who throws it back to his pitcher, keeping the man on first. That is, once again, Fletcher Pack.
You love saying that last name. Gets you riled up. I see it.
Billy Godric, the first delivery from Schaefer, is taken out and away. Ball 1. 1-0 to Billy Godric.
Oh, that ball's going to get by him right there. Come on now, Shave. We're having some technical difficulties with the outs innings.
Billy Godric in the righty's batter's box, and he takes 3-0. 3-0 on Billy Godric. With a man on first base, that is Fletcher Pack. And they throw back to try Nev Pack, but he packs his way back to first base.
I'm going to put you in a limit for that. Can't even say his last name anymore.
Schaefer in a 3-0 hole. Delivery. There for a strike at the knees.
Yeah. Hey, if it's close enough and it's 0-3, they're probably going to call that every time. That's a good call by the umpire, and you got to swing at it if it's that close with that much leniency.
3-1 on Billy Godric. Schaefer delivers. Godric takes low, and 2 consecutive free passes put men on first and second here.
Now it's the third at bat. You're definitely not going to be too anxious up in the box. He's already walked 2 batters. You're probably going to be sitting back waiting for that perfect pitch.
That's right. With 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning, Schaefer takes a few practice pitches to Drew Ehrlich, and now he's ready to go. And also ready to go is number 8, David Harding, the 3-man for the Cavaliers. Schaefer delivers, and this ball is hit high in the air towards my car, and it lands just next to my car. Wow.
That's a souvenir right there. I hope he gets stuck on the dirt tires when we bring it home.
That was close. I really hope that didn't hit and I just didn't see it.
Oh, man. We're going to talk about this the entire game.
We really are. It's going to concern me throughout, as David Harding will take a strike right down the middle.
Now, we saw Schaefer look at the ball like there was maybe a scuff or something on it. I wonder what that's all about. That's definitely a mark in the ball could throw off the entire arc of it and make curveballs and the sliders get away from you. So that's something you may need to address.
0-2 on David Harding, a man on first and a man on second base, both thanks to walks. This ball taken for a called strike 3, and Schaefer gets out of the inning, leaving 2 stranded. A high strike by Schaefer able to get the Greyhounds out unscathed, and we have a 1-0 ball game with the Greyhounds coming up at the top of the third.
Yeah, he definitely needed that pitch right there. Get out of the inning. You got 2 guys on. You know, a deep shot, definitely dangerous there. Could put in some runs. So as a pitcher, you need to be able to duel and fight and get guys out of there, get the inning over with. And Schaefer did a good job. I'll give him that of fighting and finishing off that inning strong.
Of course, thank you to all of you who are joining us here on Greyhound TV. I hope that you are watching through greyhoundtv.org. But if you're not, head over to greyhoundtv.org, where you can find all things Greyhound TV, including all of our radio broadcasts, as well as our archive of every single game we've covered this season, our staff list. And if you go to Gilman, feel free to apply under the apply page. And, of course, get some FaceTime with all of you. Glad to see you guys here at Archbishop Spalding. A beautiful day for some baseball, Nathan.
Oh, great day. I mean, the sun's out, the birds are chirping.
Yeah.
What more could you ask?
Definitely a beautiful campus here at Archbishop Spalding, but we hope that by the end of the day, Gilman is heading back to Roland Park with a victory.
Exactly. We're looking for the team to battle hard here. It's early, but they're already down.
Now, we do remind all of you that this is a double elimination tournament, so if Gilman does indeed lose today, they will still have a chance, but it will be a harder, much longer road to Ripken.
Yes, and if they lose today, will we be covering that game tomorrow, Julian?
I can't say for sure.
Can't say for sure.
But we're going to try.
We're going to try. That's a quote right there. Keep that in mind.
Of course, here at Greyhound TV, we strive for consistency. That's why we traveled over 35 minutes to bring this one to you here today.
It was a long drive, too.
It was a long drive, longer than most of the places we've gone, as the first delivery from Blome is taken down low by the catcher, Drew Ehrlich. The righty, the junior, batting here for the Greyhounds to lead off the third inning. Blome hasn't given up a hit yet today. No outs in the inning. And a ball hit towards short, scooped up, well, throw to first is in time to retire Drew Ehrlich by just a hair.
Yeah, no, he very fast down the line. You don't expect ground balls to the shortstop to be close, even at the high school level, but he made a play of it, and that was some wicked speed coming down first base path.
That is 7 consecutive retired for Tyler Blome, and here comes Mike Willis. Willis, the righty, facing Tyler Blome, the lefty, and this is taken for a strike at the knees on the inside corner. Mike Willis, of course, in the outfield here today, but he can also pitch, as we saw in the last game, as an 0-2 count on him.
What a great young guy for this Gilman team. Definitely need a guy that can do all these things, pitch and play outfield, and provide a good bat.
Blome delivers up high, 1-2 on Mike Willis now. Willis even contributed a little bit to Greyhound TV during the basketball season. Ran our scoreboard one of the days. Good kid. Good sophomore rising junior as Blome delivers to him, and this is taken down low. The breaking ball did not fool Mike Willis. 2-2. 2-2, 1 out. As Ehrlich grounded out to short. Blome delivers, and a swing and a miss by Mike Willis will provide the second out of the inning for the Cavaliers.
It was a strong swing, though. That's one thing you can take away from it. If he had made contact with that pitch, it would have been going somewhere and somewhere in a hurry.
So 2 outs, and here comes Isaiah Braxton looking for a hit. 8 consecutive retired by Tyler Blome as he delivers the first pitch to Isaiah Braxton, which is up high for a ball. 1-0 on Isaiah Braxton. Trying really hard to jinx this right now.
Yeah. Just keep saying no hitter until eventually we get a hit.
So Blome delivers, and this one is swung on and foul tipped into the glove, 1-1.
Maybe it's having an opposite effect. We can't seem to get a hit, and it's almost the third inning here.
So maybe I should stop talking about it.
Yeah, maybe you should just don't bring it up.
Blome delivers a slow breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2.
Great placement. You won't see that kind of placement usually out of a high school level player, but wow. Wicked control there by the pitcher.
Isaiah Braxton, the righty, and a 1-2 count on him. Blome delivers, and that is a called strike 3 on the inside corner, and Isaiah Braxton, the left fielder, goes down on strikes.
Blome is definitely playing to win this game. We've seen some strong pitching performances out of him so far. Through the entire lineup once and no hits yet. Getting to the third inning now. It's
yeah.
Just
he's through the third, yeah.
Through the third, yeah, of course.
He's gone through the Gilman lineup once without giving up a hit to anybody, and now we will see Emmanuel Engerman the next time the Hounds are up.
Not even a walk, too.
No walk, nothing. It's really been a perfect performance so far.
Yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't continue.
An unbiased opinion from us Gilman players.
See, we're allowed to be biased as the Gilman broadcasters, but, you know, as journalists, I guess we have a obligation to be somewhat objective.
No, we want Gilman to win.
So, coming back onto the mound for the Gilman Greyhounds will be Alex Schaefer, who's given up 1 run today on the solo home run hit in the first inning.
What a great shot that was. Cleared the fence. The left fielder looked up, and there wasn't a chance to make a play on it at all.
And I'd like to remind all of you to go ahead and follow Greyhound TV on Twitter at Greyhound_TV. That's at Greyhound_TV. I'm Julian Barron alongside Nathan Heinlein here in Severn, Maryland, bringing you this matchup. Never mind. They subbed someone in. It's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald went from first over to third. At first base,
Some good music here. I don't know if they can hear it up and back at home, but some great music. Oh, thank you. Get back over there. What are you doing?
Of course, we have an obligation as journalists to give all the information we can to the people around us.
Oh, good.
Had a few questions.
That's what we're for.
So some defensive changes for the Greyhounds. Moving over to third base is John Fitzgerald. The pitcher Schaefer moves to first, and now pitching is Max Costas.
I've had the pleasure of facing Costas playing club ball, and man, he you had to stand in the back of the box and just expect heat as he would just deliver it. Probably touching up, high 80s, if not low 90s. Good speed by the young kid there.
So leading off for the Cavaliers will be LaVale Hodges. Is the scoreboard up to date? Big shout out to Cole Vincent. Of course, the cameraman. You can thank him for all of his excellent camera work here today. I haven't seen it, but if it wasn't so excellent, you can always complain to him about it. As this delivery is taken for a strike by LaVale Hodges, I'm sure it's fantastic. And of course, Rhett Dawson helping out here today. Valued member of the Gilman community. LaVale Hodges takes this for a ball, up and in.
And please follow Cole Vincent on all his social media accounts. That'd be Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter.
2-1 to LaVale Hodges, and Hodges will pop this one in the air foul towards the first base dugout, and it will bounce towards my car, but right over my trunk. Dodging some bullets here.
Man, one of these times.
That's just going to be a side story of the day.
We're playing with fire. Just putting that. Somebody needs to move that.
LaVale Hodges now, thanks to not hitting my car, he swings and misses and strikes out, so he goes down on strikes. Here comes Barrett Smith. So Max Costas starts his day on the mound with a strikeout swinging. Barrett Smith, one of the many righties on this Cavalier team, sets in.
I believe he was the one that took the solo shot earlier in the game.
And this is taken down low for a ball. 1-0 on Barrett Smith. I can't confirm that, but you may be right.
I feel it. I think I recall.
Costas, delivery. Taken for a strike, down and in. 1-1. Costas, ready for a quick pitch. This one a little bit inside. 2-1. And now we're getting word that it may be 2-0 according to the scoreboard. It's been a little bit faulty here today. It says 2-0 right now as Max Costas delivers, and this one chopped foul down towards the third base dugout.
Throw it in the stands. Give a kid a souvenir. No?
You would hope they would, but they didn't.
No. They're gonna throw it.
Clearly soulless, Nathan.
No, jeez. They can throw it to us. We're about the only.
So now they fix the scoreboard and they say it's 1-2. So
That could be anything.
I guess it is. I didn't think it was. So Max Costas delivers, and this one is hit on the ground to the third baseman, John Fitzgerald. A long throw to Schaefer, who keeps his foot on the bag to record the out.
Schaefer used his lengthy body to go out there and make a toe touch, catch the ball off the base by the throw by Fitzgerald. But what a great play stopping it at third base. You know, Costas is usually the third baseman, but we'll see Fitzy play there while he's on the mound.
So now at the plate for the Cavaliers, Nick Vermillion, who takes a strike down the middle, number 40, the righty. 0-1 on him from Max Costas. Costas sets his feet, the windup in the delivery, and he will send a ball in the dirt.
Did he go?
He says he didn't go. But it looked like the home plate umpire signaled for a strike, but rather it's going to be 1-1. Ehrlich trying for the appeal down to first base was denied. Costas in this one hit in the air towards right field, going back towards the wall, and he
misplayed it.
Misplayed it. It falls in front of him as he throws back into the cutoff man, Pierce Bennett. And standing up at second base is Nick Vermillion with a double.
Yeah, I mean, the sun coming in from an angle there, probably hard to see that ball trailing, going towards the wall. You have to think about, do I play it off the wall? Do I come up, make the catch? A tough position from that right fielder, and wasn't able to capitalize on there.
So here's the catcher, Carter Sears, to bat with a man in scoring position, 2 outs. Sears facing Costas. Costas, of course, the righty. Sears a righty as well. And the delivery to Sears is taken a little bit below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Cavaliers with a 1-0 lead here. Nick Vermillion at second base for the Cavs. And this pitch is swung on and missed. And Carter Sears, 1-1 to him. One and one on Carter Sears here at Archbishop Spalding School. Gilman, of course, playing in this MIAA A Conference playoff game after defeating St. Paul's 4-1 on Friday. Costas delivers in a swing and a miss. Great pitch from Costas. 1-2 the count now on Carter Sears. Gilman looking to advance a few more games to get to Ripken. Of course, this one of the many games on the road to Ripken. Carter Sears, 1-2 count on him.
Better TM that before someone else grabs it.
I'm going to try to get a copyright as soon as possible as Max Costas delivers for a called strike 3 right down the middle. Carter Sears had no answer as the inning is over, and Gilman will come up in the top of the 4th inning, needing a run to tie the Cavaliers and hopefully more to take the lead.
Yeah, no, this is the time when the team really needs to gather itself. Everyone's seen the pitcher once. They've been through the lineup one time. That means they know what to expect from the pitcher. They know where he's going first pitch. Most of the time, they have seen his off stuff or his off-speed pitches. Right now is when the team needs to rally around and start making some solid contact. You know, they don't need a lot of ridiculous hits and great efforts. They just need a bunch of people starting making contact. A couple of those balls, slip through the gloves of the infielders, and you can start getting guys on base. You start getting the pitcher a little bit nervous, and you can start making some definite progress into cutting into this lead. A small lead, I'll add, only 1 run.
Once again, a beautiful day here in Severn for some baseball. Got to give another big shout out to Cole Vincent. And let's get the camera on us for a little bit.
Oh no! Don't be.
You got to get some. You got to embrace the FaceTime here,
power,
Nathan. Yeah,
power.
That's
we don't
true.
see this kind of camera work from Doak.
That's true.
Doak
But Connor Doak, of course, is a valued member of the
he
Greyhound
is.
TV
Of
crew.
course,
Let's not even deny
I'm
that.
not gonna-
Him being a former baseball player, it would of course been great to have had him here. Maybe his dad is here somewhere. Maybe.
Brian Doak, that guy shows up everywhere.
He's big baseball enthusiast.
He loves the sport. He loves playing the sport. I would say at a certain level, he is the sport. He coached the Roland Park Rangers, coached Max Costas.
Yeah.
I would love to get him on if he is around here.
To have an interview. I would love to have him too. Absolutely. Very great guy, great family.
Better father.
Yeah,
Great guy, better father.
Connor Doak, a valued cameraman for us here on Greyhound TV.
You think he's tuned into it?
He may be, maybe. I hope so. He said he has band practice with the locals.
Oh,
Connor Doak and the locals, of
plug
course.
for Doak and the Lokes.
Yeah.
They'll be appearing in a venue near you, local Chuck E. Cheese's and nice solid restaurants possibly around the area. You know, keep your ears up for that.
So here comes Emmanuel Engerman, still looking for the first hit of the day.
He's a magic guitar player. Really leaves you with something that you can't quite express.
Blom delivers, and showing bunt was Emmanuel Engerman, taken for a ball. One-0 count on Emmanuel Engerman, taken down low. 2-0 now on Emmanuel Engerman, the leadoff man for the Greyhounds. Number 2, looking to get on base any way he can. No outs in the top of the 4th inning. Blom, who's been stellar so far today, and this one is hit down into right field, and it's for a base hit. Rounding first, headed to second base is Emmanuel Engerman, and there will be no play on him as Pack, the cutoff man, could not get it into second in time, and that is the first hit of the day for the Greyhounds. Emmanuel Engerman providing the power, and here comes Max Costas.
Just like I said, you know, you've seen the pitches before. First couple pitches, he was ready for it. He knew what to expect from the pitcher, and you know he capitalized on it. Beautiful, right over that first baseman, and that's double play ball all day. Get a nice skip between there. The right fielder needs to make a really athletic play to get that and throw it on time to stop that double.
So here is Max Costas, the pitcher, and they throw back to second base, and the ball gets away briefly, but Pack is over there to recover and send it back to Blom.
You need to be worried about that. Can't take too big of a lead as you're the first guy that's gotten on all day. You just cherish that on base time.
Max Costas, no one out, a man in scoring position on second base. That's Emmanuel Engerman, who just hit a double. Max Costas pitching in the game right now for the Greyhounds. An empty count on him, and Blom delivers this one for a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Of course, Max Costas, one of the best hitters on this Gilman team as well as pitchers.
Brings a lot of power. You know, he drives the ball when he gets a hold of it. I remember playing Little League ball with him, or I don't think it was young club baseball, and he would just take it over the fence, and there was no chance I would be in center field, and I'd look up, and I wouldn't even move. I'd stay exactly where I'd bring my head up, and I'd be, oh, it's gone. I'm not even going to make a play on it. Just a shot.
So a breaking ball called for a strike. 0-2 now on Max Costas. Blom looks back towards second base and now looks in and throws, and this one is taken at the knees, but just a little bit low. 1-2. Good eye there from Max Costas. He's really showing just his overall baseball prowess.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a ball there low in the zone, just under his knees. A good call by the umpire.
1-2 on Max Costas. Nobody out. Emmanuel Engerman on second base. Blom delivers. This ball taken up high. 2-2 now on Max Costas.
That's interesting. He went low, then went high. I wonder where this next pitch is going to be coming from.
Let's see if Blom can start losing a little bit of his control in this inning, and maybe the Greyhounds can capitalize. 2-2 now on Max Costas. Blom delivers, and this one is hit in the air towards right field,
That
coming
falls
in the right fielder. He will make the play, and Engerman will not tag, staying at second base, and there is one out.
Those are one of those bloopers that casually and occasionally fall in if the right fielder's asleep out there. That's a good check for him to make sure he's not napping out in right field.
So here comes Charlie Darby, the lefty, stepping to the plate for the Greyhounds, number 12. Darby, of course, recently voted the head of the Gilman Athletic Association. Blom delivers to him, and this one is taken up high for a ball.
Yeah, he's a very valued member of our class. Now he's going to be the president of our athletic association. Well, I don't know, what's the exact title? Are you sure?
I think that's what it is.
It's called? All right. Well, he's a great kid. You know, I have him a couple of my classes. Nice guy. Does his work.
This is taken for a strike by Darby. 1-1.
He also pitches in on the volleyball and basketball team.
No, yeah, he's certainly an all-around athlete, Charlie Darby. 1-1 on him. Tyler Blom keeping an eye on Emmanuel Engerman at second. This one taken for a strike at the knees, a little bit outside, I thought, but called for a strike. 1-2, one out on Charlie Darby. Emmanuel Engerman eager to be hit in as he's at second base. And Tyler Blum delivers, and this is taken for a ball. Just missed the zone, and the crowd here at Archbishop Spalding not too happy. 2-2 now on Charlie Darby, working the count well. Tyler Blum just had his perfect game blown by Emmanuel Angerman, and now Charlie Darby looking to do some more damage. He'll take it out in the way.
Do I even have to acknowledge the pun there?
No, you don't. No, you don't. You got to just let me do my thing.
We love the cheap humor here on Greyhound
Yeah,
TV.
it's absolutely, that's part of what we live for here.
Oh, of course. I wake up every morning and I'm waiting for these jokes, these nice player name puns, packing it in, blowing the save.
Full count here. Charlie Darby, 3-2 on him. Delivery, and he swings and misses at a ball that trickled away from the zone, and there are 2 down.
The Greyhounds would love nothing more for a nice shot in the gap to knock that runner in.
Or even maybe a long ball.
Oh, no, obviously.
Yeah, we don't want to get a little bit greedy here.
No, yeah, definitely. Definitely a home run to take the lead would be great for this Greyhound team.
But this is just the man to do it. Here's John Fitzgerald, the cleanup batter. Blum delivers to him, and this is hit in the air, and it is falling in for a base hit in left, and the left fielder misplays it. Here comes Emmanuel Engerman. He goes all the way to the wall. John Fitzgerald coming into second base. Emmanuel Engerman scores, and the throw back in. John Fitzgerald stays at second, but he gets himself an RBI double. Perhaps even an RBI single and an error, depending on how that's scored. But Emmanuel Engerman will score as he is mobbed in the dugout, and we have a tie game here at Archbishop Spalding.
And I thought he played it well. You know, great hit, exactly what they needed. A shot, and the left fielder slipping a little bit in the maybe partially wet grass out there. I'm not sure. There's a little bit of dew maybe possibly out there. You know, tough to play on the long grass out there. And you know, I'm glad he didn't take 3. He probably would have been caught trying to get greedy and going for that third base. He stopped in his tracks and went back to the bag and just took a double for what it was.
Great piece of hitting there from John Fitzgerald, and he's at second base now as he just drove in Emmanuel Angerman to tie this playoff game up. And this is swung on and fouled towards the Gilman dugout by the freshman Pierce Bennett. 0-1 on him. So it's a new ball game at 1 apiece. And Pierce Bennett sets his feet. The lefty-righty matchup in favor of Gilman. And Tyler Blum delivers. And a bunt on the ground towards Blum. Running it out is Pierce Bennett. He will not make it to first base. And Blum will record the out. But Gilman gets that vital run they were looking for to knot it up at 1 apiece, thanks to timely hitting by John Fitzgerald to drive in Emmanuel Angerman.
A strange call for the bunt there down the first baseline.
Yeah.
You know, you obviously want a power to come up. I believe, Pierce Bennett's our 9th batter, is he?
No, Pierce Bennett's actually batting 5th today.
Batting 5th today.
Yeah.
You know, you expect that out of your 5th batter to, you know, come up and make a hit there. Telling him to bunt, I think, is taking the bat out of his hands. You want that kid swinging and making good contact with the ball. So, yeah, but, I mean, Gilman's obviously happy. They came back. They tied it up. Now it's a game.
So we are all knotted up at 1 apiece here at Archbishop Spalding. Glad to have you with us here on Greyhound TV. So stepping to the plate now for the Cavaliers, number 5, Brendan Foley. On the mound once again, Max Costas. This taken down low for a ball, 1-0. And this ball hit in the air towards right field, going over to try and get it as it skirts the wall here. Foul.
They had a little bit more wind there. That could have fallen in and been a crucial home run for this ball club.
So a 1-1 count now on Brendan Foley. Delivery from Costas up high. Ehrlich stands up to get it. 2-1 now on Foley here in the bottom of the fourth inning on Greyhound TV. I am Julian Barron alongside Nathan Heinlein. And Foley will get hit hard, and he will take his free base.
Hey, someone get the ice pack out. Come on now. A little bruise. You'll feel that one in the morning, but definitely good to help your team out and get on base. That OBP, loving that stat right now.
So bottom of the fourth inning, all knotted up at 1 apiece here, thanks to John Fitzgerald getting it done in the previous inning. But now Brendan Foley's on first base, and looks to be a team meeting here at the mound for Max Costas.
Yeah, they got the infield in, probably trying to tell him to calm down, don't worry about it. He obviously doesn't matter too much. You want to get your pitcher focusing on the batter. So, it'd be interesting to see what they do. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to go pitch from the stretch. But, it'd be interesting to see if they went and decided just to keep going with a full windup to keep his momentum going.
So Max Costas will stay on the mound as Schaefer has a few words, then heads back to first base. And here comes Fletcher Pack.
Yeah, they're keeping him in full windup.
Fletcher Pack, the righty. Costas getting ready for his first delivery to him. And let's hope that Costas can indeed send Fletcher Pack packing.
You love this guy, don't you? You really do.
Costas, with a man on first base, delivers and showing bunt was Pack, and it gets away from Ehrlich and thought about a throw down to first base, but he gets to it in time to keep Brendan Foley on first. 1-0 now on Fletcher Pack.
No, he's going out the stretch.
Costas looks in for the sign, and he gets it. Showing bunt once again is Pack, and he will miss the ball but take it for a ball. 2-0.
It'll be interesting to see if he tries the bunt here again. Already twice, the Gilman team's starting to get a whiff of what's going on here. I think the third baseman might be quick down that third base line. You might just tell your hitter to swing away this next pitch.
Short lead at first, and this ball hit foul.
Ooh.
So Brendan Foley will go back to first base. No outs in the inning. 2-1 count on Fletcher Pack. And Max Costas delivers, and this one hit on the ground towards Costas, throws to first base to record the out, but the bunt does move a man into scoring position.
Definitely a good, nice at-bat. You move the guy over, you get him into swinging position there.
So now we get a look at number 4, Evan Fochtman, with a man on second base. That's Brendan Foley with 1 out in the inning. Max Costas looking to keep this game tied up at 1. And Costas delivers up high. One and 0 on Evan Fochtman. Costas delivers in the dirt, and Ehrlich doesn't know where to go for it, and taking third base, and the throw gets away from John Fitzgerald, and coming home now is Brendan Foley. So a miscue from Ehrlich and Fitzgerald leads to a Cavaliers score, and they have the lead back 2-1.
It looked like he just got frustrated there, and as soon as they couldn't find the ball, he picked up. He was a little bit frustrated and just tried to gun it in there to get the batter on time. But a little wild with the throw there, and it's unfortunate.
So an unfortunate turn of events for the Hounds as this is taken for a strike by Evan Fochtman. By Costas, the delivery by Costas, in fact. 2-1 now to Evan Fochtman, and the Delivery is down low. 3-1 hitters count.
You got to work out there trying to read, make sure you got the right statistics from the scoreboard.
That's right, that's right. Got to make sure we're on point here as this is up high and Fochtman takes his base. So Max Costas puts Fochtman on, and now we'll get a look at Billy Godric. The Greyhounds have lost the lead here. Excuse me, they've given up the tie game. The Cavaliers have the lead, 2-1. Here's Billy Godric. And Costas looks in with a man on first base. That's Evan Fochtman. This ball bunted foul behind Drew Ehrlich. 0-1 on Billy Godric. Evan Fochtman at first base thanks to the walk. Of course, the Cavaliers scoring as Brendan Foley crossed the plate. He was taking third base on a pass ball, and then the throw down to third by Drew Ehrlich got away from the third baseman John Fitzgerald, leading to the score. 0-1 now on Billy Godric. So Drew Ehrlich not able to corral the fair ball that was hit just ever so lightly in front of Godric.
Ehrlich's a really good player. He can't let that kind of stuff get into his head. You know, it's tough, you know, coming out of the crouched stance, trying to locate that ball and then make it a strike to the base. He needs to just forget about that when he's at bat and produce for the Gilman offense.
So Costas with men to worry about on first and second base. 1 out in the inning. The delivery is taken down low for a ball by David Harding. The Cavaliers lead it by a 1-run margin in this MIAA A Conference playoff matchup. Round 2. Costas delivers for a strike on the inside corner. David Harding didn't look too happy about it. Looks for the sign, and he heads back into the righty's batter's box. Costas, one man in scoring position. He's at second base, the other at first. The lead man is Evan Fochtman, and this ball up high for a ball. 2-1 on David Harding. Turning into a very nice afternoon/evening here in Severn. But it would be even nicer with a Greyhound victory. 2-1 is your score. 2-1 on David Harding, and it's taken down low. 3-1.
Wind's dying down a little bit. It's getting a little warmer. Starting to perspirate a bit here. Maybe not just yet. It's a black shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, I'm
black
sure
shirt's attracting all the heat.
You're giving all of our viewers a great visual.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a poor choice. I regret my decision.
Runners going, 3-1, and this ball is hit foul. Full count, 1 out. David Harding makes his way back. Max Costas pitching for the Greyhounds. The man on second base is Evan Fochtman. The man on first base is Billy Godric for the Cavaliers. And David Harding. Full count on him with 1 down. Costas taking his time as David Harding stepped out of the batter's box, and now they're ready to go. 3-2. Taking another break.
He's in a tough position here. He's got to clear his mind and make sure he delivers a good pitch. Forgets about all the other distractions happening around him.
Delivery. Full count. This one in the dirt. A ball, and it gets away from Drew Ehrlich. Ehrlich able to go get it. So the free pass issued, and now the bases are loaded for LaVale Hodges.
Gilman's running through their pitching staff right now. We already seen Schaefer go out. Still early in the game, and now Costas looks like he's slowing down here. They need to find their rhythm.
So LaVale Hodges with the bases loaded will face Max Costas, who stays in the game. Cavaliers with a 2-1 lead over the Hounds, and the delivery to LaVale Hodges is in the dirt. Good block there by Drew Ehrlich, the junior.
A lot of these pitches have been low, and Ehrlich's done a great job of trying to scoop and stay in front of it. And right there is a perfect example that he, very athletic, gets out of his stance and able to block that pitch.
1-0 on LaVale Hodges. And this gets away from Drew Ehrlich, and he will get to it in time to hold the runners.
Yeah, I think it was a smart decision not going there. We've seen Costas give away a couple bases, and right now, as the situation is, don't want to force that play. Don't want to force the play at home plate from third. You're in a great position with the bases juiced and this batter up at the count, so why risk it there?
So LaVale Hodges is ahead, 2-0 the count, and he takes a strike at the knees. Max Costas getting back into the count, 2-1. Greyhounds trailing 2-1. And LaVale Hodges digs in, and Costas says, I need to have a word with Drew Ehrlich.
Gonna cook up a bit of a strategical plan here. A little plan of attack.
That's what you need.
Yeah. Or it could have just been telling him what his favorite flavor bubblegum was. We don't know.
Who knows?
Well, we can only speculate.
Who knows? Could have been something completely personal. We'll never know.
We'll never know. I'll ask him afterwards.
So LaVale Hodges, 2-1. Delivery from Costas, and it's taken in the dirt. But once again, Drew Ehrlich doing a good job blocking, 3-1.
That's using your head there, kid. Hold on.
So now Max Costas needs to deliver a strike. And LaVale Hodges needs to miss. 3-1. And this one in the dirt. And Max Costas has walked home a run here at Archbishop Spalding.
That's exactly what you don't want to do right there. The bases juice, give a guy a free base. Just put something over the middle and hope he makes poor contact with it. But right now the Greyhounds are in a bit of a hole. Let's see if they can dig themselves out of this one.
So now with 1 out in the inning, the bases remain loaded, and 3-1 is your score. And coming into pitch, Charlie Mather. And Nathan, tell me a little bit about Charlie Mather's pitch style.
So he doesn't throw as hard as someone like Costas would, obviously, but location-wise, he gets the ball over the plate, and he has a couple off-speed pitches. So we're definitely going to be able to see him control the game, get the batters to hit the ball. And not a bad choice by the coaching staff to throw this kid in here. He's definitely going to get the Spalding team perhaps swinging at a couple pitches they don't want to swing at, and perhaps digging themselves out of this hole. I think it's a good choice of pitching here.
So Mather will warm up a little bit.
One thing you don't like to see, though, is the Gilman pitching staff already being depleted. We've already seen 2 guys finish through, and it's only been a few innings so far. So definitely Gilman needs to find themselves a comfortable pitcher who's going to stay in there and last longer than a couple innings.
Yeah, certainly do need a guy to do that, as the score is 3-1 with 1 out. You know what would be great here, Nathan?
What would be great here, Julian?
A double play.
Double play? I think everyone would love a double play here.
Except everybody
they're
here with us.
Yeah, basically.
But everybody that's watching, hopefully
Yes.
you're all rooting for a double play, as coming up to bat is number 13, Barrett Smith. With the bases loaded, Barrett Smith, the righty, steps into the batter's box. 1 out in the inning. Charlie Mather, the junior, delivers. Slow curveball in there for a strike.
That was a good pitch, actually. I was surprised in how well that was located. You typically don't go off speed for your first pitch, but starting off it was a bold decision and it paid off for him.
And Mather delivers, and the ball gets away from Drew Ehrlich. Coming home to cover is Mather, but no one will come home for the Cavaliers.
Ehrlich really had to work for that one, make sure he got there on time. You don't want them stealing a cheap run there, but as I said earlier, they don't need to take that kind of risks right now. They're in a great position. Don't need to rush guys, getting guys home. If you get yourselves in a situation where you get out by just a hair, now you're 2 outs and not where you want to be.
This ball hit towards second base, and a flip to second base will record the out, but a run will score. And it is now a 4-1 Cavalier lead, but there are 2 down, as that was a good play to at least get the out at second.
No, Athletics stop the ball. That's exactly what you want to do. And, hey, just got the guy out at second. You can't ask for much more than that. It was a beautiful shot right in the gap there, and, trying to block it off and stop it from being even worse than a single.
So here comes Nick Vermillion, stepping to the batter's box, and this ball is hit in the air towards right field, slicing foul. So 0-1. Mather on an 0-1 count. This one is lined towards right field, coming in to make the catch. He misread it, and it will fall in for a base hit. Throw comes into first base to Alex Schaefer. And it is a 5-1 Cavalier lead on, I think it was just a misjudged ball out there and right.
That was a tough play. You know, those line drives low, you have to either get your body low and stabilize yourself, or you have to make a decision to dive. And that split second makes the difference between an out and a run. You know, so tough play. And even then, there would have been a tag. You know, it's tough right there. You can't expect your right fielder to come away with that every time.
So Carter Sears takes low, 1-0. 5-1 the score now in this playoff matchup.
The Cavaliers starting to establish a bit of a lead, and we're going to need the Gilman hitting squad to start making some big hits.
And this ball hit towards right field, a base hit, and a run will score. 6 now, the total for the Cavaliers as they lead it 6-1. So an RBI single. And there are men at first and second for the Cavaliers. Coming into pinch hit at first is number 20. That is Peter Godric, probably somehow related to Billy Godric, who is also on this Cavalier squad.
Let's not make assumptions here. We don't know. It could be a lot of Godrics.
And it looks like warming up for the Cavaliers is number 12, but that's actually Tyler Blome, who's pitching anyway. So he's just getting loose, as this has been a pretty long inning. And Brendan Foley will take for a strike. 1 strike on him, 0-1. Men on first and second for the Cavaliers. 2 outs in the inning. They lead it 6-1. And Foley will hit this ball high into left field. And it will be caught by the center fielder, Emmanuel Angerman, for the last out of the inning. So Gilman giving up a few runs to the Cavaliers. Now the Archbishop Spalding Cavaliers lead it 6-1.
That's for the Gilman guys. It's definitely the inning of nightmares right there. You had Costas pitching really well last inning. He falls apart this inning. And now you have Charlie Mather, a guy you're hoping to save probably for later, coming in to relieve Costas. And it's tough to fight out of this position right now. Already have gone through to your third pitcher when Spalding's only having to deal with the first one. In terms of the long run, you know, with pitchers' arms getting sore and getting overworked, you definitely want to be in Spalding's boat here and be able to throw one guy for half the game and finish him out maybe with 1 or 2 innings from a closer. So in terms of the long run, Spalding's also playing smart and playing well.
So Gilman, they have a few innings to work with here to make up this 5-run margin that separates the Greyhounds from the Cavaliers. And staying in the game to pitch, looks like number 12, Tyler Blome. He's pitched a pretty solid game so far, only giving up 1 run.
Yeah, can't ask much more than that. And this was like that one inning where it just seemed like those hits were just getting in there and they were hitting really well. Gilman started to establish a bit of a comfortability off this pitcher. We'll see if that continues here. If Gilman can continue to hit this guy strong, we could see Gilman making up this deficit. And perhaps if Charlie Mather is able to dig in and pitch really well, we could see this game becoming a lot closer.
So let's see if the Hounds can make something happen here. And certainly dangerous is Alex Slazinski DHing for Alex Schaefer. Well, actually, no, he may not be DHing anymore. I can't say for sure just because of the pitching changes. But the first delivery from Blome is taken for a ball up high.
Slad's a little muscle hamster there. He'll surprise it. He'll take the ball deep. He's a short, stocky guy, and he hits with a lot of power, a lot of authority, and hopefully can drive in a nice shot in the outfield for this Gilman ball club.
No outs, the delivery from Blome, and this one is ripped towards first base on the ground, and now the run over, and he collides with Alex Slazinski to record the out.
Hey, you got to duck your shoulder there. He's in your base path. If he's going to get up and block the base, you got to just lay your head in him.
So a nice play there from the first baseman, Barrett Smith. And there's 1 out, and here comes Drew Ehrlich, the catcher.
First baseman got a little cocky. He looked at him after he ran into him. Do what you do.
Gotta do what you need to do to record the out. And here comes Drew Ehrlich. Ehrlich made a number of fine plays behind the plate so far today. 6-1 your score.
Still a beautiful day.
Yeah, still a beautiful day. Things haven't changed.
Sun's right in my face.
If you look behind us, you can see the moon up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that. Don't get a camera on that.
And
don't,
yeah,
don't try to get a camera on that.
we don't need to spin the camera
No,
around constantly and
you just-
nauseate all of our viewers.
You can just trust us on that.
Trust
one.
us, the moon is there.
It is there.
Yeah, it's there. In
Ugh.
all of its beauty.
Mm.
So 1 out now. Drew Ehrlich steps to the
That's
plate.
how you know the game's exciting. Start talking about the moon.
6-1 the score. The Hounds need a rally. Taken down low by Drew Ehrlich for a ball. 1-0 to Drew Ehrlich. And Ehrlich hits a ball in the air towards right field, slicing towards the foul line, and coming over to make the play is the right fielder to record the out. So the son of the former governor goes down on the fly out to right.
Yeah, that is Drew Ehrlich, son of Bob Ehrlich.
Yes.
And he's in attendance today. I saw him. He's on the Gilman side of the field, rooting on his kid. He's been playing well. I think Ehrlich's been showing us athleticism. He's made great contact there.
So with 2 outs, nobody on, here is Mike Willis. And Willis will take down and in. 1-0 to Mike Willis. Of course, glad to have all of you with us here on Greyhound TV. I'm Julian Barron alongside Nathan Heinlein. Be sure to go to greyhoundtv.org for all things Greyhound TV as Mike Willis swings and misses. 1-1.
Be a good time to fill in some commercials, possibly.
I wish, as Blom delivers, and
This could be you.
this is up high.
This could be your company, right?
One day.
John Deere tractors. Quality tractors.
Quality tractors indeed is a 2-1 count on Mike Willis, and Willis will take for a strike. 2-2. Six to 1 the score. As Mike Willis says, I need a minute. And Blom looks in. And he delivers to Willis, and Willis hits one on the ground towards short, getting his footing, and Willis is not able to get to first base in time as the ball is caught close to the ground by the first baseman to record the out.
Let me say what a strong throw that was from the shortstop. You know, that was a tough
It's a great
one to
play.
make.
Yeah.
And he put it right on the line, right where he needed to be, and the first baseman gloved it. And that's the classic throw to first. Got a good out there.
So now we head to the bottom of the 5th inning with Spalding leading it 6-1. And we will take a short break here on Greyhound TV for just a few moments. We'll be back in about a second, or a minute rather.
Maybe 5.
So we are back here as stepping to the plate is Pack, number 23.
Julian Barron's unofficial favorite player.
And the delivery to him is up high, 1-0 to Fletcher Pack. And the delivery is taken low, 2-0. And Mather's delivery in this one is hit foul, just caught the end of his bat.
Didn't want to go all into that one.
2-1 to Fletcher Pack.
You just love saying it, don't you? You can't help yourself.
Charlie Mather the delivery, and this one a slow breaking ball falling into the zone for a called strike. 2-2. Again, another big shout out to Cole Vinson, our technical producer on the camera. And this one taken inside for a ball. 3-2 full count now. Of course, Cole with an undying commitment to Greyhound TV, as well as Rhett Dawson. I wouldn't use the word undying, but it's certainly something.
He's giving a good effort. Yeah, I don't think you have enough
Fletcher
credit.
Pack hits this one high in the air towards left field, slicing towards the wall, and looks like he made the catch. And that will record an out for the Greyhounds. Great catch over there on left. I'm not sure if we were able to get that one for you just because of the angle, but
we can only do so much, Julian.
yeah, we only can do so
Probably
much.
got a great view of me and your back.
Yeah, maybe.
Potentially. Yeah, is that what you got? Good.
Yeah.
I tried to step out of the shot there.
So we'll do our best to describe to you what happens over in the left field corner when things do happen.
It would be like NPR.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. We got to work the radio vibe for a little bit as this one taken up high
Just
by
imagine
Evan
it in your
Fachman.
head.
Yeah.
Just picture him going back, the glove extending the ball.
It was a great catch.
No, it was a good catch.
Yeah. Mather delivers, and this one is down and in the dirt. Evan Fachman, 2-0. Evan Fachman. As Rhett Dawson enjoys a wrap here in our booth, our makeshift booth, as a foul ball is hit behind the screen. 2-1.
A nice Pepe's wrap, a great way to start the day. Got a lot of protein in there. Maybe some tomato.
Rhett
cheese.
needs his protein.
No, yeah, no, it's a good
Who doesn't?
snack.
2-1, and this is in there for a strike by Mather. 2-2 on Evan Fachman. It absolutely looks delicious.
No,
I recommend it to anybody that's in your Pepe's.
Yeah, you know, it goes back because you start off with the pizza, you get 2 slices. You say, that's not enough for me. I'm gonna take some fries and a wrap.
This one hit foul towards Drew Ehrlich.
And that's how you finish off a great lunch / dinner, a dinner.
That's right. That's right. Or a lupper for those of you who get excited about the topic. 2-2, 2-2 on Evan Fachman. 1 out in the inning as, of course, Rhett continues to enjoy his wrap.
Let's put a wrap on the comments. Oh, man.
Fachman hits a ball foul towards the third base dugout, and you get on me about bad puns.
Come on.
Yeah.
I got to get a part of this, too. Got to get on the pun game.
2-2, 1 out on the multi-sport athlete Evan Fachman for the Archbishop Spalding Cavaliers. Mather delivers, and this one hits Fachman.
I just hit that one like a champ. You didn't even feel it.
So 1 out, Fachman gets hit, so he's on first base. And coming up to bat number 3, Billy Godric.
I think the biggest problem Gilman's had so far in this game is giving up on bases. Those walks, those free passes have been really giving Spalding the opportunity to take a couple deep shots and converting and getting 2 runs where they would have been only getting 1 had they not walked that player.
And Godric hits this one into center field for a base hit. Emmanuel Ingerman up with it, and now a man on first and a man on second. And coming up to bat, number 8, that's David Harding.
They're starting to catch on to Mather's change of pace here. They're starting to slow down, wait a little bit longer in the box, and we're seeing a lot more connections as this inning begins. And you could expect to see a little bit more than that as the players go through the rotation a couple of times as this game progresses on.
1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's David Harding. Harding will take low for a ball. 1-0 on David Harding. 1-0 the count on David Harding. Mather pitching for the Greyhounds. The delivery. This one hit on the ground towards third base. It's a fair ball, and now it gets away from Fitzgerald. Coming in to score, Evan Fachman. And the throw in to Drew Ehrlich keeps another run from scoring. So 7-1 the score as Spalding just kind of laying it on now.
Yeah, the Cavaliers starting to pull away now. We've got to see Gilman show some life. If they want to come back in this game, they got to do a couple of things. They got to start pitching to guys, forcing guys to hit, perhaps starting a little bit higher in the box there, maybe hoping they'll pop a couple of these up. And then on offense, they really need to get started and start eating into this pitcher who's throwing an extremely well game so far. The Cavaliers making it difficult for this Greyhound team, and looks like Charlie Mather's going to head back to the dugout as Gilman brings up their 4th pitcher of the night. Jules, after a while, you might have to go in there and throw a couple innings.
I wouldn't mind it, but I'm sure Gilman would.
Yeah, they wouldn't be too happy with that.
So coming into the game is Charlie Orlinski.
Another senior leader, hopefully able to pick up the slack the other guys haven't seemed to be picking up. And if he comes out and throws consistently and throws well, I mean, all they really need out of this guy is to throw strikes.
So Orlinski warming for the Greyhounds just a little bit.
In the arm stretch. See, right now would be a great time to fill a commercial, an ad, introducing the all-new Nissan Sentra.
Yeah, of course.
A car that's durable, even under the utmost foul balls.
Yes, the
Still
intense
survives.
rain of foul balls. So LaVale Hodges will bat for the Cavaliers when Orlinski is done warming up. Yeah, it would be a good time for commercials if we could get some sponsorships. If you're watching and you're interested in advertising for Greyhound TV, be sure to email us at greyhoundtvradio@gmail.com. That's greyhoundtvradio@gmail.com.
Especially in situations like this, we got a guy warming up. There's not much else to talk about. I mean, great time.
Well, I guess one thing we could always talk about is Rhett Dawson.
Oh, he finished that wrap. So right now that's digesting. You're gonna see the protein, so he'll perk up a bit. Just on the update, just in case anyone was wondering. Now I do believe that was only half the wrap. So there is another. I could be right. No, yes, another full wrap in there.
We'll keep you posted on when that
Potentially could be chewing into that as this game lags on.
So the delivery from Orlinski to LaVale Hodges gets away from Drew Ehrlich and a 1-0 count. Of course, that wrap did look delicious.
Cole Vincent likes our rap jokes.
So LaVale Hodges waiting for the delivery from Orlinski, and this one in the dirt. 2-0 on LaVale Hodges. Like to remind everybody that we have 1 out in the inning. Bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, the worst thing that Gilman could do to themselves right now is to drag these innings on longer than they need to be.
Well, they certainly are right now, as it's a 3-0 count on LaVale Hodges.
We have, looks like the Spalding JV walking behind us.
And LaVale Hodges will take a strike from Orlinski, 3-1.
Do you know how the Spalding JV is doing? You know, they have a good season or not?
I don't know,
You don't know?
but I know that
assume
the
they do.
varsity Spalding team is having a great season.
Yeah.
Orlinski delivers, 3-1. LaVale Hodges will take his free pass.
I'm sure a great varsity yields a great JV. You have guys that can't make the cut.
So the bases are loaded now. And number 13, Barrett Smith, with a 7-1 lead. The Cavaliers send him to the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out, and we need a double play.
Desperately.
Orlinski delivers.
Yeah, if you need to, you can get down on your hands and knees and start praying together.
We really may need to pray here, as a 1-0 count on number 13, Barrett Smith. Orlinski with men to worry about on every base. And this one hit high in the air towards left field, slicing towards the corner, and it is a foul ball.
Grand slam just a few feet away.
Not sure if you guys were able to see that. Of course, the righty-centric team, as Rhett Dawson seems to have gotten into the shot. Not sure what he was doing over there. I guess I was looking for another wrap. Number 13, Barrett Smith.
And again, you know, you can just envision the ball missing the foul post by a mere few feet. You obviously can't see it, so we have to describe it. It's a yellow foul post out there.
So now the count on Barrett Smith is 1-2. With the bases loaded, 1 out. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Charlie Orlinski on the mound for the Greyhounds, and a 1-2 count on Smith. And this one bounces in the dirt, but a great block by Drew Ehrlich. 2-2 now on Barrett Smith.
Drew Ehrlich's had to take these low pitches off his chest and hat. He'll be definitely tired in the morning. Might need a nice little ice bath after this. But hard work by the kid, you know. You like to see that kind of effort out of your catcher. And he's certainly playing great ball today.
2-2 on the Spalding hitter, Barrett Smith, and this one is hit into left field, a base hit. Rounding third, headed home, come 2 Spalding runners, and it looks like they are going to hold up the other one at third base. So a 2-run double by Barrett Smith gives the Cavaliers a 9-1 lead with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th, and Nathan, it's looking ugly.
Yeah. Once that 7th inning stretch coming up, I need a breather here.
Yeah.
Running out of things to talk about. Rhett better start eating his wrap soon. I'm out of ideas. Got nothing else. We can keep making fun of him and eating his wrap, but I mean, after that, there's not much else I can say.
So Nick Vermillion stepping to the plate now, a man on second and a man on third for the Spalding Cavaliers, a 9-1 lead for them. And this one is hit into center field, dropping for a base hit. This will score 2 runs as bobbling the ball out in the outfield
I have an
are
idea.
the Greyhounds.
So I have an idea. There's some advertisements on the dugouts we can start. I mean, I believe is that 10 runs?
Yeah, I think that actually may do it here.
Oh, they put a 10-run limit.
I didn't realize they had that same 10-run limit here
I guess I do.
for playoff baseball, but it looks like we are done for the day here at Spalding as the Greyhounds go down in a mercy rule final of 11-1.
That is a wrap. That time it worked better. Oh, man. Jesus.
And they have certainly sent the Greyhounds packing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for all you who tuned in. I mean, without our wonderful commentating, it was a rough day, but obviously not what Gilman was looking for. They'll bounce back, I'm sure. We have the game tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see a more of a competitive effort out of Gilman here as they kind of just let this game slip away from them after the first couple innings.
We certainly do hope so, as we are not entirely sure if we will be bringing the game to you tomorrow, but we will certainly do our best. We strive for consistency here on Greyhound TV. But we hope that, of course, you don't enjoy the outcome of today's game, but you have enjoyed the broadcast we brought to you here. Of course, I am Julian Barron alongside